Today on Stock Charts in Focus, we're highlighting all of the special content that's coming up here on StockCharts TV in the last 2 weeks of the year. We got some very special events coming up for you, partnering, of course, with some of the legendary technicians in this industry, some of the experts. This is one of the best ways to wrap up your year, learning from the experts, hearing about what they've seen in the markets this past year, hearing about how they're preparing for the new year ahead. So we're going to cover all of that in detail, talk about everything that's come to the channel in the next 2 weeks. Of course, we're also going to hit the holiday special. Make sure that you're aware of how you can get up to 2 free months of stock charts just for another couple of weeks. So lots to cover on today's show. Of course, you know what it is. It's all new. It's all here. It's Stock Charts in Focus. All right, my friends, welcome to the show, Stock Charts in Focus. Of course, our product focus show here on the channel where we dig into the site, dive into the tools, show you around the features, talk about what's new, what's coming up, and ultimately help you get more value out of stock charts. That's our mission here every Friday on Stock Charts in Focus, 5 p.m. Eastern Time on the live channel on the website, and then also, of course, up on our YouTube channel after that, and the on-demand platform at StockChartsTV.com. Lots of ways to watch. My name is Grayson Roze, Vice President of Operations here at StockCharts.com. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. Instead of highlighting tools and features, showing you how to use different aspects of the site, we're actually going to highlight some of the special content that's coming up here in our last 2 weeks of the year. We're going to talk about StockCharts TV, everything that has come to the channel. The team has put together some fantastic events coming up. As always, we like to wrap up the year by kind of looking back and starting to look forward, talking about process, talking about influential market events, digging through the charts, talking about what's happened, talking about where things might go in the future. We spend a lot of time also helping educate you on how to watch the markets, how to trade, how to see things from a technical perspective, and all of that, of course, coming from a very curated list of only the top technicians, the top experts, people in this industry who have really made an impact, people who are really at the top of this field. We pride ourselves on partnering with some of the best and brightest in this industry, and always our market events at the end of the year, our influential market events and the kind of the wrap-up content that we do is always a great place to highlight some of those amazing minds in the field of technical analysis. So this year, we've got some great content coming up. We're going to highlight all of that on today's show. I want to make sure that you're aware of everything that's coming up because, when we talk about getting more value out of stock charts, we do that generally on this show by looking at the tools and the features and the settings and all the customizations. But ultimately, one of the best ways to get more value out of stock charts is to follow the experts, follow the veteran technicians that use stock charts, use these charts and these tools actively in their own approach to the market. So by watching this special content that we have up at the end of the year here, you're going to see a lot of powerful charting, a lot of insights into process and routines, and going back and reviewing what's happened in the past, thinking about what's happening in the future. So many different ways that you can incorporate these lessons from these experts in these special events into to your own process, into your own approach. So lots of ways to get more value out of stock charts baked into this special content that we're doing here. So that's why we're highlighting it and want to make sure that you're aware of everything that we are doing here at the end of the year. We've got 4 events that we're going to talk about, so we're going to get to that in just a minute. Now, before we do that, as we've been doing the last couple of weeks, a little bit of housekeeping. I want to make sure that you're aware of what's going on with our holiday special. This is only here for a little while longer, another couple of weeks. At the end of the year, this goes away, this deal is gone, and it doesn't come back until next year. So I want to make sure that you're aware of the special offer that we're running here at the end of the year with our holiday special. So let's jump over to the site right now. We'll talk about the details of that, and then we'll get into the special programming, talk about everything coming up on Stock Charts TV. So we're here on our special page. This is where you can come to learn more about the special offer. Now, as you've probably heard, you can get to this page by looking for those banners across the top of the site. We've got those up almost everywhere. But also, if those are gone, if you've X'd out of those or anything, or you're looking for them, StockCharts.com/special. That is the link that's going to take you right to this page. That's the page that you can use to actually take advantage of this special. So what's going on really quick? I know we've highlighted this a little bit in the past on the show in the last couple of weeks, but our holiday special gives you up to 2 free months of stock charts when you sign up or renew for 12. So if you sign up for 12 months, if you're currently a free user, you've been thinking about signing up, thinking about joining us as a member, you can sign up for 12 months. You're going to get 2 free months on top of that. So that's going to get added to the end of that 12 that you buy. If you're a current member and you want to extend your membership out in the future, renew your membership, or if you're on a monthly billing cycle and you actually want to switch over to an annual plan, save a little bit of money, this is a great time to do it. You will get these 2 free months if you extend or renew your membership for 12. Now, if 12 sounds like a lot, we do also have a 6-month option. So you can actually extend for 6 months or sign up for 6 months, and you're going to get 1 free month on top of that. So you're going to end up with 7 months, or you're going to end up with 14 months, depending on the option that you choose. Those will get added on at the end. So a great time to save. You can get all of the details on this page, but you can save up to $79.90 off of our standard pricing here with this special deal. And again, this is going away at the end of the month. We really only do this on Cyber Monday, and then in the month of December, we typically have a holiday special offer that we're doing. So it really is, I can promise you, our best pricing of the year. Now is the time to save. Now is the time to sign up as well. So I know I've covered this a little bit, but if you're a current member, this is a great time to extend your account. If you're a free user though, and you've been thinking about signing up, you can actually almost get a bonus month here by signing up for a free trial. That won't go away. You can sign up for that free trial. That is a month long. You can test out some of these membership features, make sure that everything looks good to you, make sure that you like what you're seeing out of our exclusive tools, our higher level tools. And then you can come here while you're still in that free trial before the month of December ends. You can actually take advantage of this special that's going to add that time on at the end. So if you are a free user, if you're just using our free tools, you're not actually a member, now really is the time to sign up. You can get that free trial, you'll get a free month, and then you can actually sign up for this deal on top of that and get either that 6+1 or that 12+2. So all the details are here on this page. Like I mentioned, you can actually scroll down to compare the different membership levels, see how much you can save at each level, and you can see those 2 offers there, 12+2 or 6+1. Again, when you're actually ready to sign up, all you got to do is look for that big green button, give that a click, and that's going to launch you into the special checkout path. So you can sign up for this deal, take advantage of our best pricing of the year here. So StockCharts.com/special. Again, that is the link that you can go. And remember, this is only here for another couple of weeks, so definitely act now. Now, with that out of the way, let's jump back over to StockCharts. We'll head over to StockCharts TV and talk about some of this special programming that's coming up here at the end of the year. We got lots of exciting things to talk about. 4 different events that we're going to cover on today's show. So let's hit it. So as I mentioned, we've got 4 events to talk about here as part of our year-end programming on StockCharts TV. Now, I do want to remind you before you get going, there are 3 key ways that you can watch StockCharts TV. If you come to the StockCharts website, you can always hit that StockCharts TV tab. Make sure that you're on the Watch Live page, and that's going to allow you to actually watch StockCharts TV live. It's streaming 24/7. You can watch that right from this page. Now, you can also go to our YouTube channel down here at the bottom. We've got this on all of the StockCharts TV pages. You can jump over there if you are a YouTube fan. We've got all of our content up there, so you can always watch this content there. You can search for it. You can go check out the different playlists, all of that. Now, a lot of the content on YouTube, all the content on YouTube actually is pre-recorded. So it airs first on the live channel, then it goes up onto YouTube. So we actually take all that YouTube content, we put it here as well. So if you're on this episodes page, you can actually click into any of these shows. For instance, here's the final bar. You can give this a click or open up the actual playlist sort of listing of all the previous shows, the history for this show. So you can also watch those YouTube videos actually right here on the site from our episodes page. Now, the third and final way is our on-demand platform. We'll give that a click. You can see that from the StockCharts TV pages, I hit on demand. That opens up StockChartsTV.com, something we rolled out earlier this year, brand new, actually gives you access to all of our StockCharts TV content on demand whenever you want it, similar to YouTube, but with access across all of your different devices. So as you can see, we now have apps on iPhone, Apple TV, Android TV, Roku, Fire TV. If you can dream it, we probably have an app for it now with StockCharts TV. And all of that runs through what we call our on-demand platform. It's free to sign up. All you have to do is register. Registering really just allows you to save videos. So it's basically creating a little account that you can actually save videos into for bookmarking things, coming back, creating kind of watch lists for StockCharts TV. So lots of different ways that you can watch all this content. I want to make sure that you're aware of all of that, though. If you haven't signed up for one of those on-demand accounts at StockChartsTV.com, definitely do that. It's a great way to watch StockCharts TV really kind of on your terms whenever you want. So a couple of different ways to watch. But we're going to kind of hang out on our episodes page today. We got a couple of things to highlight, some here, some not. So first and foremost, I want to talk about something that actually just happened. Yesterday, we had a new edition of the pitch that came out. Here on our episodes page, you can actually get to that by coming down and clicking the pitch. So here's that latest episode. We also, though, have StockCharts.com/thepitch, all one word. You can see that. I've typed that in before. So if I give that a click, actually, this is kind of our landing page, informational page about the pitch. So two different ways to watch the pitch here, but we just did a new episode of this show with 3 fantastic guests. You can come down here and actually read more about them. Larry Tentarelli, first time appearing on the pitch. I love Larry's work. I followed him for a very long time, so I was thrilled that we got him on the pitch. TG Watkins of Simpler Trading, someone who has his own show on StockCharts TV, has been doing great work, especially with his plugin, the Moxie indicator in ACP. And then, of course, Erin Swenlin of Decision Point, a longtime StockCharts contributor. So the way that this show works, the pitch, our 3 guests actually sit down. They bring 5 charts to the table, 5 actionable ideas to the table, and our moderator, in this case Dave Keller, sits down and interviews them about their 5 ideas. So it's really kind of an actionable show presenting 5 trading ideas, 5 actionable ideas for the current climate, bringing those to the table, laying them all out, running through the charts, talking about process, talking about how they actually discovered those different picks, and really kind of digging into all the charts. We do that individually, we do that as a group. It is just a great format for a show, very fast-paced, very fun. So this month's episode featured these 3 guests, moderated by Dave Keller, and that actually came out yesterday. So again, you can go to StockCharts.com/thepitch to get that show, to learn more about that show. But you can also find that here on the site at the little episodes page for the pitch. Definitely check out that episode. It is always a fun one, and most importantly, there are always actionable ideas that come out of it, which is very cool. So wanted to highlight something that just happened. That is our first special that we're going to talk about this month's edition of The Pitch. Now, next up, we have our big end of year event. We're going to hang out here on the episodes page here for a second. This is a special event, so we don't actually have a page up yet, but we will very soon. It's going to make it easy to find this. But our top 10 influential market events of the year of 2021. What we're doing here in the last 2 weeks of the year. We've got 10 different guests coming on to share their top, most influential, most important market event of 2021. It is a fantastic list. Again, 10 different experts. We've got folks like JC Peretz, Greg Schnell, Mish Schneider, Julius de Kempenaar, Alex Cole, Joe Rabel, Erin Swenlin, I believe, is in there. I'm actually in there. I'm one of the 10. I'm going to be talking about semiconductors, the strength that we've seen out of that group in 2021. So it gives you kind of a teaser, a little flavor for what these kind of market events are going to be. But the format of this is going to be fantastic. So again, 10 guests the last 2 weeks of the year. So we've got a new guest every single day for the next 2 weeks. So this actually starts on the coming week on Monday of this next week. Every day we're going to have a different presentation for a full 2 weeks. Every single day we're going to have a different talk from a different technical expert. So it's going to be a great format. This kicks off at 11 a.m. Eastern time on this coming Monday. That's going to be our first presentation. But again, the idea here, top 10 influential market events of 2021, we've asked each guest to bring their one idea to the table, something that really sticks out to them. So we're talking about major themes, we're talking about key charts, we're digging into those, providing insight into why we picked those, why they're so important, what the sort of ramifications and the impact of those charts are, those different sectors or groups or even individual stocks. It's a great list of presenters, a great list of topics that we're going to be covering. And most importantly, there's a lot of opportunity here to learn. So when you have this group of experts sitting down and sharing their key charts, their key events from the year, we're reflecting back, we're talking about process, talking about ideas and routines and how to evolve, how to improve yourself as a technician, as an analyst. So there is so much you can learn from these experts when they sit down and share a presentation like this. So it really is a great way to learn, a great way to see stock charts in action, a great way to see charting in action, out in the real world. So always a great opportunity to learn there in an event like this. So top 10 influential market events of 2021 kicking off this next week. Again, 2 full weeks of presentations from 10 different experts. Very, very excited about what we're putting together there with that special end of year event. So again, as always, you can find that up on our channel, on the live channel there at StockCharts.com/TV. You can also find that on our YouTube channel as those presentations roll out. And then of course, we'll have all of that up on our on-demand platform at StockChartsTV.com. So lots of ways to watch. We'll continue to send out links and things like that. You'll find a lot of that content also in our newsletter. You can also check the schedule there up on the StockCharts TV site to get access to all of that stuff. So we'll keep you informed, but definitely keep an eye out for those presentations every day for the next 2 weeks. Now, our third presentation, special end of year programming that's coming up, is from Dave Keller. So next week, David is actually going to be doing his top 5 charts of 2021. He's going to be doing that on his show, The Final Bar. So let's jump back over to here, and we'll actually click into his Final Bar page. On our episodes page, you can get to his right there at the top. This is where you can easily find right on the site all of Dave's episodes, all the different episodes that he's done. So what he's going to be doing is sharing one chart every day. Next week, he's going to be hitting his 5 top charts of 2021. I have to say, of all the shows that we do on StockCharts TV, Dave's is one of those that I always carve out time to watch. It's part of my daily process now. Hearing Dave, I actually love watching it on YouTube because I can speed it up, make it 2 times the normal speed, so I can get through his show in about 15 minutes. But I put that on. I love listening to Dave's rundown of the market every day. Such a brilliant technician. And so for him to go back through his top 5 charts of 2021, I'm really excited to see what Dave brings. I know he's always got different corners of the markets that he's looking at and great ways of explaining everything, great ways of really digging in, drilling further, and explaining the significance of the charts that he's watching. So Dave's show next week is going to be a great one. Again, something not to be missed. Lots of learning opportunities there as he covers his top 5 charts of 2021. So the Final Bar airs every single day, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. Again, on the StockCharts TV live channel, also up on YouTube after that, and the on-demand platform at StockChartsTV.com. So lots of ways to watch Dave, but definitely tune in for his top 5 events, top 5 charts of 2021 that he's going to be covering on next week's show. Now, our 4th and final special event that we've got coming up here at the end of the year on StockCharts TV is another Dave Keller event. So Dave is actually going to be taking the last week of the year, last week of 2021, and he's going to be doing a special on reviewing and reflecting on performance, really trying to look back at the year, not talking about specific charts, not talking about specific corners of the markets and groups and everything like our other events. Dave's going to be talking at a higher level about process, about routines, about everything that you do to be a successful investor. He's going to help you walk through some of the tools, some of the tips and tricks and everything that he uses to look back at the end of a year and evaluate his own performance in the market as an investor, as a trader. So a lot of insight that you're going to be able to glean from Dave's presentation here in the last week of the year, last week of 2021. Dave has a very powerful 5-step process that he wants to walk you through here as you review and reflect and kind of start to refine your process. For whatever reason, the end of the year, rolling into a new one is always one of the best times to revisit yourself. Think about what you've done well. Think about what you want to change, how you want to improve, how you want to grow. And so Dave's really going to kind of help you do that in your investing from a technical perspective, from a total sort of portfolio management perspective. Dave's going to hit a ton in this presentation. Really, really excited to hear what he has. And it's a great opportunity to sort of have this guided presentation, guided self-reflection from an expert who's been doing this for so long. So Dave's going to be talking a lot about process, a lot about routines. Again, all looking back, reviewing, reflecting. Specifically, I know that he wants to help you determine, what worked for me this year. What did I do well? What went my way and what didn't? What are the areas that I need to improve? What are the changes that I need to make? Are there routines that I'm missing? Are there discipline issues or execution issues that I need to clean up in the new year? And it's all really going to be about setting you up for success in 2022. This is a great time to do it. The new year, as we flip from one year to the next, as the calendar rolls over, talking about how to improve yourself as an investor, as a trader, as a technician, as an analyst, as a market participant, talking about how to improve yourself going into the new year. There are always opportunities to make ourselves better. I know that from my experience in the market. Anyone in this industry will tell you the growth never stops. So Dave Keller sitting down with you to talk about reviewing and reflecting on your performance, doing a better job in 2022, all the different ways to review and improve in the new year. It's going to be a great presentation coming up from Dave. So you can look for that in the end of this year. The last week of the year is when Dave is going to be sitting down and doing that special presentation. Again, as always, we're going to have that up on our live channel at StockCharts.com/TV. We'll have that up on our YouTube channel as well, all those different videos. And then, of course, the on-demand platform at StockChartsTV.com. So lots of ways to watch. And as with all of our other specials, we'll keep you updated with links. The stuff will be in the schedule. We'll include it in our Chart Watchers newsletter. So lots of different ways that you can watch and make sure that you tune in to those special events. But definitely mark your calendars for that one. I think Dave's end of year wrap up, he's done this in the last couple of years and it's always been powerful. So really looking forward to what Dave has in store for us this year. So that is our show for today. I know a little bit of a different show because we're not actually covering the tools and the features and the website and looking at different settings and all that stuff. We're just talking about content on this one. But we're doing this. We're kind of taking a break from the product stuff because this content is so powerful and so important. Bringing on these experts, having them really share their thoughts, their insights, going back through the charts, digging through everything. Again, talking about routines and process and how to improve going into the new year. There is so much value that you can get out of this content. So many incredible insights are going to be shared in these different events. So I definitely want to encourage all of you to make sure you carve out some time to watch these events and think about them from an educational perspective. Don't just think about them as sort of noise coming at you. Think about them as an educational opportunity to sit down and really kind of reflect on what's being said, how these experts are kind of arriving at these conclusions, why they're looking at things from a certain perspective. When you think about it from that, when you try to, educate yourself with what they're saying, I think that's how you really get the most out of this. Also, again, a great opportunity to see stock charts in action, see the charts and the tools and the technical indicators and all that stuff really kind of in action there on these charts. So lots of different ways you can get value out of this, but definitely mark your calendars for these 3 special events we've got coming up, but then also go back and take a look at that new edition of the pitch that just rolled out. It was a great one. Really enjoyed having Larry on there for the first time, and of course TG and Erin always do a fantastic job. So that episode of the pitch was a lot of fun. I know Dave had a ton of fun filming that. Got to talk to him about it yesterday. So anyways, I want to thank you again for joining me on today's episode of the show. Remember, StockCharts.com/special. You just got a short while longer to take advantage of that holiday special. So don't miss that opportunity to get up to 2 free months of stock charts while you still can. Now, next week, we're going to be back with another show. We'll be back to talking about tools and features and all that stuff. So we got some good stuff in store for you on next week's edition. But I want to thank you for tuning in on this week. I will be back with you again next Friday. Again, my name is Grayson Roze, Vice President of Operations here at StockCharts.com. It's been good to be with you. I will see you soon for another one. But until then, chart on, my friends.
Hey guys, Dave Keller here with StockCharts.com. Thanks so much for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, and we hope you did, hit the like button right below. Also, we have so much new content every day. Consider subscribing to the channel. Just hit the subscribe button in the video or right below. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Have a fantastic day.